They say you can be a jack of all trades, but a master of none. So which skills should we be focusing on? Sup peeps, my name is Kirby, but you guys can call me Kirbz, and this is Kickback with Kirbz. Today we're going to be talking about soft skills, which are used in your everyday life and also brought up in the professional world a ton. Let's go. We're going to be focusing on three main parts for soft skills: what they are, why they're important, and how to develop them or improve them. So what is a soft skill? A soft skill is a tangible and non-technical ability, as opposed to hard skills. Duh. Hard skills are anything that are specific and quantifiable, or just countable. For example, programming, computer skills, math, all countable and fact-based. Soft skills can be demonstrated through work ethic or personal experiences, so it's not really able to be traced as easily, such as active listening skills and communications. 5 main areas of soft skills are emotional intelligence, communication, problem solving, critical thinking, and teamwork. Let's dive into them. Emotional intelligence is the analyzation of your emotions and your relationships. This can actually be demonstrated in the movie Inside Out, where they go into your mind and see how each of your emotions play a part in your everyday roles. Happy to make you happy, disgusted to make you go, ugh. It's just an example of how emotional intelligence works. There's actually a book written in 1995 by Goleman that actually touches on emotional intelligence, and he goes over what he believes are the 4 main domains of it, which include self-awareness, self-management, empathy, and skilled leaderships. It's also said that emotional intelligence should also be factored into regular intelligence, so your IQ score should also have that as a qualifying factor as well. Next, we have communication, which is the verbal, non-verbal, written method of getting a message across. We communicate every day in our lives, but there's a specific type of communication that is focused on in soft skills. It is the ability to explain and elaborate on issues and solutions that can help someone in the future. For example, if you've seen the movie Emperor's New Groove and Kronk had to talk to the squirrel, that's a form of communication. He was able to explain the situation to the squirrel, and the squirrel was able to explain to him, 1, that Yzma is pretty scary, but 2, give them the information they needed about the llama, which was Cusco. To continue, we have problem solving, which is basically what it sounds like, solving a problem, but mainly coming up with a method to solve the issue at hand. We've learned a lot about problem solving through TV shows that we've seen as a kid, such as Codename Kids Next Door, Jimmy Neutron, Wizards of Waverly Place. Our example for this is going to be Lazy Town. Every time Robbie Rotten came up with an idea to defeat Spartacus, all the characters in Lazy Town were able to come up with a solution to solve that problem. An acronym to help when it comes to solving problems is IDEA. I stands for identify. Identify your problem. D is for development. Develop a solution that you believe would help the situation. E is for execute. Put the plan into action and see what happens. And A is for assess, to see if the plan that you put into action actually did help. And if the results weren't what you thought they would be, just start over from the beginning and keep going until you get the results you want to see. Next up, we have critical thinking, which will be defined with the lovely help of the Foundation for Critical Thinking. I didn't know this existed until I did my research. So let's read their definition. Critical thinking is the intellectually disciplined process of actively and skillfully conceptualizing, applying, analyzing, synthesizing, and/or evaluating information gathered from or generated by observation, experience, reflection, reasoning, or communication as a guide to belief and action. Layman's term, it's the analyzations of facts and then forming a judgment off of that. Our example for critical thinking is gonna be the M&M movie commercial. Now, if you've seen the M&M movie commercial, there's this one part at the end where they're all tied to a pole and the timer's going down and the bomb's gonna blow, and then the one M&M has to think what they shall do. So they think about the facts at hand, their friends' lives are in jeopardy, but also that they have a ton of wires in front of them and one of them should be able to fuse it. From there, they use their scientific ways, those calculations, and they decide what the best solution would be at that time. So critical thinking is looking at facts that you're given, thinking about information that you already know and experience if you've gone through, and then from there, choosing what you think would be the best solution. Very similar to problem solving, but different in that slight way. I'll be leaving links and videos down below to help you better differentiate between the two. Last but not least, we have teamwork. And what's teamwork? No, it's not just the song that pops up in Wonder Pets when they're going to save the day. It is also the collaborative efforts of multiple individuals and associates to get to a common goal. Now, you've probably done a lot of teamwork through school, whether it be group projects or if you're in a club, so you understand how important it is. In the professional world, teamwork and collaborations are done all the time, whether it be DJs or companies doing mergers or artists coming together to collab with their different art styles. It's everywhere, so you're really gonna need to be able to, one, show your leadership, which is actually displayed in multiple ways. Being a legit leader and being a co-creator, which is basically someone who kind of step back and accepts the information given to them, but still puts their opinion in if they feel like something's not totally right. And it's also being able to use your time management, creative skills, all that good stuff to lead the group to have a more unique and beneficial product in the end. Also, it's used to build bonds. As SpongeBob said, F is for friends who do stuff together, and teamwork is no exception. Now we're done with our what category. Moving on to why. Why is soft skills so important? Why do I need to know this? Soft skills are very important because, as I stated, it's used in a lot of your daily activities and a lot of your professional and career settings. It has also been proven that a lot of employees are looking for very well-rounded individuals nowadays. They used to want your strictly smart, SAT perfect score, GRE GMAT, dominating peeps, but then they realized they didn't really have social skills and not very much teamwork or collaborative experience, which is used in your everyday life. So they were like, maybe we should make this a little more important. Still don't believe me? Here's some stats. In 2016, there was an assessment company called Wonderlic, which did a survey, and it found that 93% of the employees stated that soft skills are essential and very important. In 2018, the Association of American Colleges and Universities found that these expressive learning properties are valued highly, and they consist of communication and critical thinking in one of their tops for the 8 that are represented. Soft skills are everywhere and wanted galore, so it is very important to try to develop that and improve that as much as you can. Now, I know you're asking, we got through the what, the why, now the how. How do you develop soft skills if you don't have it before? What if you're that introverted person who's like, oh, group project, I'll be over here. Or that one person who's like, public speaking, don't talk to me. It's simple. There's many resources for you to help you develop your soft skills. However, to gain these soft skills, you're gonna need 2 main things: open-mindedness and self-reflection. Open-mindedness because some of these concepts you might not be comfortable with. You might have done something for a very long time. You're like, I ain't changing it now. And that's something that comes with time. You know, it's gonna take time for you to get to that point of mastering and improving your soft skills. They say slow and steady wins the race, and there's no exception for these soft skills. And then second, self-reflection. A lot of this has to do with self-analyzing things that you've already done and seeing how you can better yourself for the future. For example, if you were doing a PowerPoint presentation and you did not understand any of the PowerPoint presentation that you were giving, but this is your presentation, so like, how would you not understand? Anyway, you can determine from that previous experience that maybe you didn't spend as much time developing your presentation, or that you didn't spend as much time practicing it, because it's said to actually master something, you have to put at least 10,000 hours in it. Not saying you should put 10,000 hours in every presentation that you do. What I'm trying to say is the more you practice, the better you'll be at it. Practice makes perfect. All right, my dudes, that's all we have for today. Hopefully these soft skills have helped you become a better person for the future, and anything else that you believe soft skills will help you with, yeah, let me know if you found any of these useful. And also, like I said, there's a ton of links down there in the description to help you. There's even a crash course made by Crash Course going deeper into soft skills, and it is for the free. That is what we love, the free. So please check that out. Also, if you haven't seen the video already, we are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers in the next 60 days, and your reward for subscribing will be a lovely personalized shout out from yours truly, Kirbz. Just click on this link thing right here and then put your name and city, after you subscribe of course, in the comments, and then you'll get that personalized Kirbz shout out. Shout out to my peeps who did subscribe, because I did see you guys, you just didn't put your name or your city. But thank you so much for that support. Really love and appreciate y'all. If you like this video and like to see more, don't forget to subscribe. And if you think I did a good job, give me a thumbs up so I know how I'm doing. But until next time, adios for now.